Some games just make you smile. In this game we will see a very nice positional play from the beginning to the end, and the decisive plan is a unique one. Let's take a look. e4 knight f6, so we see Alekhine defense, which is quite rare in this kind of top level games, and this game is actually quite a good example. Why not choose this kind of openings in classical time control? e5, knight d5, d4, d6, knight f3, g6, quite standard stuff. Bishop c4, knight b6, bishop b3. White puts bishop in a very good diagonal. Bishop g7, and now we see queen e2. This idea is very good one. It prevents black to trade queens by taking e5 and then queen takes d1. So now bishop and queen and center pawns are well placed, and white has a small advantage at least. Knight c6, castling, and then very important move h3. It prevents bishop g4 and gives white a chance to use this space advantage. a4, a5, and then very important move again, a4. It prevents black's counterplay, and already here it's not so easy to find good moves for black. This is quite a standard position in Alekhine defense. When white plays accurate moves, there is no many good moves, and one move can lead to disaster already. Takes, and now black plays knight d4, which is a very good idea to trade pieces when you don't have squares for your pieces, and this, if black can trade a few minor pieces, then position can be quickly equal, or even white's e5 pawn can be weak in some lines, and there can be some squares for black's pieces, but this doesn't harm white's play. Rook e1, and here probably black should play bishop d7 and try to bring his pieces into the into the game. Here black chooses to play e6, but now this bishop is already a problem. White plays knight d2. The idea is to bring knight to the king side. Knight d5, knight f3, queen c5, queen e4. Very useful move because in few moves queen can create some tactical threats, and attack can be built with knight and bishop and queen. Queen e4, queen p4, and now again very important move, bishop c4, and now black can't trade queens. Probably black's idea was to play knight b6, and then by attacking to bishop, there is no good way to protect it. If white plays bishop somewhere, then black can trade queens and everything is more or less okay for black. But here b3 is very nice positional move, even though white's position on queen side looks quite compromised after this trade, but these pawns are not so weak because there is no way to attack them. And here it's not so easy to find any good moves because the queen is in danger. For example, bishop is coming to a3. If rook comes to d8, for example, this kind of idea can easily be a big problem for black, or many others also, because rook on d8 is not actually doing much because every square is already taken from it. Rook e8, rook d1, and now white has already d-file, and black's pieces are not playing together. Queen c5, queen h4, b6, try to get bishop to the game, bishop e3, queen c6, and now bishop h6. The idea is to trade bishops, and black is almost forced to play bishop h6, because if this trade happens, black can be in checkmate quite soon in many ways. Even rook can join the attack if needed, but this is very straightforward way to do it. Maybe after bishop b7, black has to be white has to be careful, because bishop queen after knight g5, queen g2 is checkmate, so the rook might be needed. Bishop h6, h8, and then rook d8. Black can trade bishop b7 and rook d1, and now this rook can't be taken because the king is in checkmate after takes. So bishop g7, and now rook d7 to avoid trades. And now f7, c7 is already under pressure, and that's why there is no time to collect those pawns. Actually, there is going to be checkmate quite soon if black tries something like that. That's why rook f8, takes, rook d4, rook e8, queen f6, king g8, and quite standard idea in this kind of position is play h4, and if black doesn't do anything, pawn can be quickly on h6, and then queen g7 is checkmate. And now black played h5, and this position white made a very nice attacking idea, and it was very impressive one. If you want to find it by yourself, you can pause the video and continue when you are ready. Okay, here white played a brilliant idea, king h2, and the idea is to bring king on h6 and then checkmate on g7. And okay, this looks very slow idea, but what can black do? Nothing, I guess, because these pieces are not cooperating, and there is no way to prevent the idea. And in the game, black just played rook c8 to cover this. Probably the idea was thinking something like queen takes a4, but it's too slow. Rook back to e8 and king f4, bishop c8. Okay, rook is now attacked by bishop, but white doesn't have to defend it, just king g5, and here black resigned. The only way to prevent king h6 is king h7, but here white can just take on f7, takes, and after king h8, king h6, and checkmate will follow on g7 or h7. Okay, and here the same idea works if black takes d7, just king h6 and queen g7. Okay, that was the game. I hope you enjoyed. Thanks for watching.